A dangerous winter storm is now locking in across the United States, and the next few days could bring some of the most severe winter conditions many areas have seen in years. And this system has the potential to be one of the most impactful we've seen so far this season. We are looking at the combination of a historic Arctic blast and a powerful winter storm that could bring extreme cold, rare snowfall in unusual locations, and full blizzard conditions for millions of people across the eastern half of the country. So if you rely on accurate weather updates, make sure you like this video and share it with family and friends right now, because this information could genuinely help someone stay safe. A powerful Arctic blast is surging south, sending life-threatening cold across the Midwest, Northeast, Southeast, and even parts of Florida, while at the same time a rapidly intensifying winter storm is preparing to explode along the East Coast. This is not a normal cold snap. This is recycled Arctic air from last weekend's storm, coming back even stronger, and millions of people will wake up to record-breaking temperatures, with over 100 cold records expected to fall in the next 5 to 7 days. Wind chills will be dangerous, pipes could freeze, and power demand will skyrocket. So if you're in the east, this is something you cannot ignore. Now, the biggest concern is the winter storm itself. This system will develop in the Gulf and race up the East Coast, rapidly strengthening into a powerful bomb cyclone late Saturday into early Sunday. As it intensifies, snowfall rates will increase fast, and winds will turn damaging. Snow is already spreading into parts of Kentucky and West Virginia, and overnight it will expand through the Appalachians and into Virginia. By Saturday morning, moisture slamming into brutal Arctic air will trigger moderate to heavy snow across North Carolina, South Carolina, eastern Tennessee, and even parts of Georgia. Some areas that rarely see snow could get a shock, including southern Alabama and central Tennessee, and yes, there is even a small chance of rare snowflakes reaching parts of Florida, which tells you just how extreme this setup really is. As Saturday goes on, snowfall coverage will explode across the Carolinas and eastern Virginia, with heavy snow bands setting up, especially near eastern North Carolina and Cape Hatteras. There will be sharp cutoffs, meaning one city could see much less snow while another just a few miles away gets buried. Coastal areas near Myrtle Beach and Charleston could briefly see freezing rain or sleet, making roads extremely slick. Even where ice stays light, the wind will be a serious issue, and that alone could cause power outages. By Saturday night, this storm will rapidly deepen to pressures comparable to a Category 1 hurricane, with coastal wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour and potentially near 80 miles per hour around Cape Hatteras. Inland areas like Raleigh and parts of Virginia could still see gusts over 40 miles per hour, leading to whiteout conditions, blowing and drifting snow, and possible blizzard conditions for the first time in several years in some locations. Snowfall totals are still being refined, but confidence is growing that central and eastern North Carolina will see widespread 6 to 12 inches of snow, with locally higher amounts near the coast, and some areas could exceed a foot if the storm tracks just right. Parts of South Carolina could also see significant snow, while Georgia is more likely to see lighter accumulations. Farther north, impacts become more localized, with coastal New England seeing snow later Sunday, while much of the mid-Atlantic misses the worst of it. And don't forget, once this storm moves out, the cold is not done. Arctic air will remain locked in through much of next week, with another surge of cold possible mid to late week, keeping conditions harsh across the east. As I have told you that, the United States is once again heading toward a potentially dangerous winter pattern, and the signals going forward are becoming increasingly clear. Over the coming days, we are tracking a combination of renewed Arctic air intrusions and the growing potential for another powerful winter storm system that could impact a large portion of the eastern half of the country. As we move forward, a fresh surge of Arctic air is expected to push southward across much of the eastern United States. This air mass has the potential to drive temperatures well below normal, with the greatest departures likely from the Midwest through the southeast and into the northeast. If current trends continue, record or near-record cold could once again become a concern in several states, including parts of the Deep South and even portions of Florida. This future cold outbreak may arrive while many areas are still recovering from recent winter weather events, which increases the overall vulnerability. Alongside this Arctic air, we are closely monitoring the potential development of a significant winter storm along the eastern seaboard. While the exact timing and track remain uncertain, guidance increasingly suggests that a coastal low could organize and strengthen as it moves northward. If this system develops under the right conditions, it could intensify rapidly, possibly becoming another bomb cyclone. Should that occur, the impacts could be widespread, including heavy snowfall, damaging winds, and the potential for blizzard conditions in coastal areas. Looking ahead, snowfall probabilities are expected to increase across parts of the southern plains, the Tennessee Valley, the Appalachian region, and the mid-Atlantic. As colder air presses farther south, even areas that do not typically see snow may have to watch closely. There is growing concern that portions of the southeast could see winter weather impacts ranging from light snow to more disruptive accumulations, depending on how the cold air interacts with incoming moisture. In a lower probability but high-impact scenario, even parts of Florida could see unusual winter weather signals if the pattern aligns just right. As this potential storm system evolves, the highest risk areas appear to be the Carolinas, eastern Georgia, and parts of Virginia. These regions may face the greatest threat for moderate to significant winter storm impacts, including heavy snow, strong winds, hazardous travel conditions, and scattered power outages. As we look farther ahead, the pattern does not immediately suggest a quick warm-up. While there may be brief moderation periods, additional shots of cold air remain possible as we move deeper into the forecast period. Another Arctic push later on cannot be ruled out, though it may be less intense than the first. Still, the overall signal points toward a persistent winter pattern with recurring cold and periodic storm threats. Before you go, make sure to like this video so this warning reaches more people. Share it with your family and friends, especially if they're anywhere along the East Coast, and subscribe to the channel with the bell icon on so you don't miss any urgent updates as this storm continues to evolve. Weather conditions can change fast, and we will bring you the latest information immediately if anything shifts. Stay alert, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next update.